Yo, what's going on, my otakus? What's happening, everybody? It's Venomousfatman here, and here's a brand new segment of The Verdict for all of you out there. This time we're going to talk about something different, something crazy, something out there that's going to be like, what? Here's what we're talking about. We're talking about Twilight, people. So I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be like, oh my god, please, Venomous, no, why? We're going to be straight up about this. We're going to get this out of the way as quickly, as efficiently as possible that we can, okay? So, let's start out with a little bit of backstory here. Not so much about the movies, but about the franchise in general. Everybody talks about Twilight. Everybody says this and that about Twilight, where the movie sucks, movie's terrible, movie's this, the best thing ever made, oh my god, I love Edward Cullen, I'm Team Jacob, whatever have you, okay? Everybody has something to say about Twilight. Everybody has something, their own opinion about Twilight, the franchise as a whole. I myself, I'm not too well versed into Twilight. I've never read the books, honestly. You know, to come straightforward with you guys, I've never read any of the Twilight books. However, I decided, you know, rather than be those guys or those people out there that are just saying to say stuff, I'm someone who reviews movies, you know, almost all the time. And in my opinion, if you're going to say something about a movie, you're going to say something about anything in general, you might as well see the damn thing. For God's sakes. You might as well at least see what the whole entire franchise has to offer. So, I'll be real with you guys. This one's going to be more about Twilight 2 and Twilight 3, which is New Moon and Eclipse. But I have seen the original and pretty much those two movies. And then also now you got Breaking Dawn that's right around the corner, at least at the time taping of this actual video. So anyway, Twilight, New Moon. Okay, first off, before I even get into that, Twilight, the original movie, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not like Twilight. I thought it was kind of bad. The only reason why I thought it was bad is not, overall the way that it was actually filmed, but the way that the content was handled. Again, I don't know much about the books. You know, there's some friends that I have that say, you know, that they read the books and they say that the books treat the thing as much more romantic. It's handled completely differently and actually handled in more intricate ways as far as the story is concerned than what the movie did. It did it more justice in the books. There were a lot of parts in the original Twilight movie I felt that were not romantic. You know, that whole scene, if you guys remember this scene, you know, it's pretty much, you know, all over the net right now. The scene in that lab, that science lab, where Edward Cullen's just standing there, he's looking at her, looking at Bella, just like, his eyes like this, and all of a sudden his eyes get wider and wider and wider. He's slowly moving so closer to him, things like this, and all of a sudden it's supposed to be so romantic or whatnot. You know, to me, that's more stalkerish. That's not romantic whatsoever. So I didn't like the movie because of things like that, you know, all over the place, here and there. Especially the part where he goes, say it. You know, it was like, whoa. But anyway, Twilight 2 and Twilight 3. The reason why I say that these movies are a little bit better, and I think they're a lot more better handled than the original Twilight, is for one simple reason only. The CG is good. The CG I thought was what really made those movies, you know, especially with the whole wolves when they're actually fighting or not, or, you know, the transformations into the wolves. I thought those were pretty cool. And two, it seems like with each successful movie, or each movie in the franchise, they get better at delivering some of the moments or some of the things of what's going on. Because first Twilight movie, it's much more kind of like a little schoolgirl's dream in a lot of the parts, which overall, let's be honest, the franchise is. You know, this is a much more of a chick flick movie, you know, out there that just happens to be very popular. But with each movie, it gets much more handled more maturely each time. With Twilight 2, New Moon, there, you know, the whole thing with the whole Team Jacob, Team Edward type of thing that everybody goes crazy about. The whole thing with the introduction of the Native Americans as werewolves, I thought was pretty good. I thought it was good because it adds a lot more conflict of what's going on with the town, as far as, you know, the confliction that Bella has between both Edward and Jacob, you know, and all the things that go on with them there, and also the thing with the vampires from Italy. I know there was a whole kind of thing going on with the vampires with Italy or whatnot, but anyway, without getting too crazy and, you know, nuts with it, I thought Twilight 2 was handled better than Part 1. Twilight 3, which was Eclipse, same thing. It continues right after where the second movie left off. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff going down. In that movie, though, it seems like more of the conflict between Jacob and Bella takes more of a side seat for what's going on with, like, the whole town as a whole and the whole vampire. I guess you could call it the Vampire Order or whatever, you know, whatever you call it right now, but seems like, you know, it's still present there, but it's kind of takes more of a backseat compared to all the other major events that's going on, because the whole thing is that the vampires have to, and the werewolves have to work together in order to protect Bella from, you know, some type of looming threat. You know, if you want to know more about it and that's your thing, go watch the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for everybody. I don't think a lot of people actually want to hear more about it. But main point is this, guys. it's handled a lot better than the previous two movies. It gets much more mature each time. I don't know if they're doing that purposely. You know, I thought originally that they were, but I don't think it's being done purposely. It's just that each time that they do it, they learn new things with each of the different kind of movies like that, and they kind of tackle different subject matter, you know, with the characters. So, or at least the character of Bella, I should say. So, it's pretty cool. Again, like I said, the CG is really good. It kind of reminds me, you know, in all honesty, reminds me of Chronicles of Narnia, as far as how the CG was handled in relation to the live action, you know, because there's different scenes through both New Moon and Eclipse where you have Bella alongside with either one or two wolves or even the vampire guys, you know, hanging around the wolves or whatnot. And it just looks like they really belong in there. It looks really seamless, really top-notch stuff. It doesn't look like a CG wolf, you know. Granted, they're huge wolves, and obviously wolves don't grow that huge, but still, they really look like they're part of what's going on in the actual story. And you're not kind of, you know, harping on the fact that, okay, this is CG like that. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, like I said, I manned up and actually watched the movies. So overall, you know, if it is your if it is your thing, okay, and you like the whole kind of, you know, overly emotional romance type of story, you know, kind of a play on Romeo and Juliet, because they actually mentioned that during the course of the movies. The whole play on Romeo and Juliet type of thing, and you're really into romance movies, and, you know, it could be male or female, you may actually like these movies, okay? If anything, some people, like I said, most of the friends that I had, they say read the books because you get a better idea of what's going on with the story, and it's handled much more better in their opinions. But anyway, they get better with each movie, you know. Down the line, I'm actually, you know, I have to do it for the website. I have to go watch Breaking Dawn for ROG. So I'm going to be probably at some point doing a video review of that when it comes out. But point is, guys, and it's a couple things to take out of this, movies aren't as bad as what people are making them out to be. And two, really, the more the kind of reviewers and the people that are actually talking about the movie you should actually believe and stuff are the guys that actually seen the movie. Like I said, I manned up and actually watched the movie. So if I want to talk crap about it, I can legitimately talk crap about it. But like I said, the movies aren't as terrible as a lot of people are making them out to be. So anyway, that's my whole thing. I know there's going to be massive flame in the comment section below, but go ahead, put your opinions in the comment section. Just keep it civil. I don't need like a million Twilight fans like ranting and raving in the comment section below. But like I said, put in the comment section below, talk about it, the movie or whatnot, or talk about why you dislike the movie, or even why you like the movie, whatever have you. If you're looking forward to Breaking Dawn, or if you're looking forward to the final, you know, this franchise ending, for God's sakes, whatever, put it in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. So anyway, I'm VFM. This has been The Verdict. Those are my opinions on the Twilight movies. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace out, everybody.